Hergé's Adventures of Tintin. Objective, Moon. Espionage.
Hi, my name is Tintin, and this is my seafaring friend, Captain Haddock.
Ahoy, mates!
Oh, yes, and my faithful little pal, Snowy. My friends and I have had many exciting adventures all over the world. Africa, seven seas, even on the Sahara Desert, with my friend, Professor Calculus. But right now, the professor seems to be in real trouble. We just got this telegram. Come at once to Sildavia. Need help. Urgent. Utmost secrecy. Professor Calculus.
How do we know Professor Calculus sent this telegram?
I don't like the looks of this.
Blistering barnacles! What's that crazy pilot up to?
Why did that plane buzz us?
Passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, s'il vous plaît.
Captain, we're in luck. There's the airport ahead. I hope Professor Calculus is there to meet us. The professor isn't here.
Your friend could not get here. You are to come with me.
How do we know we can trust this guy, Captain?
We don't.
This way, gentlemen.
Captain, sounds like we're being followed again.
There's nobody behind us, Tintin.
But look up there! A helicopter!
Let's outrun that flying windmill.
Captain, we've come to a dead end.
Tintin, we're trapped.
Look, that rock. It's moving. Looks like a tunnel. Captain, look! It's Professor Calculus! What's this all about? Tintin! My assistant, Mr. Wolf, was just testing my space helmet. Ah, Captain Haddock, my old friend!
Oh, watch that plastic derby, you blithering baboon!
What's going on around here, Professor? That's a good question, Tintin. And I got a good answer. Look, I'm working on a super secret project. Project X. Project X? Yes, I'm building a moon rocket for the Sildavian government. For a trip to the moon?
Thunder and typhoons. The professor's balmy. Who's gonna fly that hunk of junk?
Nobody. Only mices and mices. If the experiment works, we try human beings. We must be the first to land on the moon. Uh-oh, sounds like trouble. The sky is full of spies. Spies? We must be careful to keep enemy agents from sabotaging our spaceship. For tomorrow, we shall blast off my rocket and shoot it upstairs to the moon.
K-27 calling Z2. Project X due to blast off tomorrow. But I'll blast off the rocket ahead of schedule.
Good, and if our remote control can't capture the rocket, destroy it.
Right. Let's go, you mangy mongrel. Into the rocket, you yapping house. Bon voyage.
I thought I heard Snowy out here.
And now to fire the rocket.
Professor, what was that? Somebody blasted off my moon rocket! Tintin, we got spies here! We must blow the rocket up so the spies won't get it! 10, 9, 8, 7, Snowy! Snowy's in the rocket! Are you sure? I'll tune in the space vision receiver! It is Snowy! I must bring the rocket back to Earth! Hurry, Professor! Tintin!
Stand back! You'll never see your moon rocket again!
Professor, stop him! Snowy's on the rocket!
Out of my way!
Please don't touch that switch! It'll blow the rocket to pieces! Don't! Snowy! Don't pull that switch! Captain Haddock! Captain!
Thunder and typhoon. Sounds like Tintin.
Why doesn't this infernal switch work?
Well, what's going on around here?
Stop! Halt! Got away. Captain, you're hurt.
That's nothing, Tintin. The bullet only scratched me. But I sure keel-hauled that swab.
Tintin, look! Something's wrong with the control switch. That's why the spy couldn't blow the rocket up. Yes, but now I cannot control your rocket. Now we'll never get Snowy back. Maybe not, but we still got one chance. Gentlemen, follow me. I will show you something that will pop your eyes out. Watch.
Thunder and typhoon.
Professor, what's that? This is my XM2. This atomic rocket can land human beings on the moon. Gee, Professor, maybe we could go find Snowy before it's too late.
A trip to the moon? In that flying cigar? You'll never make it.
Perhaps Haddock is right, Tintin. How do we know we could survive in space? Well, now Snowy is lost. You'll never know. I am a colossal failure. But if Snowy is alive, we might still have a chance. I'm sorry, Tintin. I cannot contact the experimental rocket. Poor little Snowy. You get some sleep, Professor. I'll keep trying. Calling XM1. Come in, XM1. Snowy, do you hear me? Snowy! Professor, it sounds like Snowy! Snowy? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look, it is Snowy. He's alive. Tintin, this means man can survive in space. But where is Snowy? Quick, to the observatory. The experimental rocket is in orbit, circling around the moon on automatic pilot. We must blast off for the moon at once, or maybe sooner.
Gate 27 calling X2. I failed to destroy the experimental rocket. It is in orbit around the moon, and now they are preparing to send a manned rocket to the moon.
We must not let them be first on the moon. You will go with them and see they do not return.
Look, parachutes. Spies, hurry! Come on up with your hands up.
Tintin!
They aren't spies. It's the Thompson twins.
Detective. Exactly. Our government sent us here to protect Tintin. Precisely to protect Tintin.
0 hour -1. The big rocket is ready. Final preparations have been made for the flight into space.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Professor, if this tub fails to make it, I'll never take another trip with you as long as I live.
Mr. Wolf, what happened to your head?
I bumped into a door.
So long, Mama Earth. XM2 calling Control Center. We're all secure. Remove the gantries.
Roger.
Start the countdown.
Stand by for blast off. 0 minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Here goes! Gee, Professor, look how far we are from the Earth. Yes, Tintin. Already I'm getting homesick. Tintin, it is the radar alarm. Radar? Look, we are entering a field of meteors. We must get out of here before it's too late. A flaming meteor is crashing down on us. There's another meteor. Tintin, reverse the controls. Hurry, Tintin. Look out! Monsieur Baxter, 2 giant meteors just collided right in front of the XM2.
Is the ship all right?
I can tell, sir.
Earth calling moon rocket XM2.
Mr. Baxter, it's the XM2.
Earth calling XM2. Come in, XM2. Earth calling XM2. Come in, XM2. Earth calling XM2. Come in, XM2.
They don't answer. Perhaps there are no survivors.
Come in, XM2.
Professor, wake up. Tintin, that was a close call.
Burn the lifeboats, mate! We've struck a reef!
XM2 calling Earth. Come in, Earth.
Tintin, thank heavens you're alive.
We're all safe, sir.
Good. But I'm afraid I have bad news for you.
Our counterintelligence reports a spy on board the XM2.
A spy? Gentlemen, this is not possible. But one of us is a spy.
A spy?
Professor, look. It's probably the spy.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm afraid we overslept.
It's the Thompson twins. Gentlemen, what are you doing on the moon rocket?
Well, we're here to guard your ship, sir. What time does it blast off?
Blast off! Hoo, 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 hoo! You are blasted off already! Look!
What on earth is that?
That, gentlemen, is home sweet home.
Great Scotland Yard. We've been shanghaied. Precisely, shanghaied.
Poor Snowy. I hope he's still alive.
Earth calling XM2. Come in, XM2.
You are off your course.
You are drifting farther and farther away from the moon.
Tintin, he is so right. Maybe the meteors damaged the XM2. I'll check the outside of the ship, Professor. Hurry, Tintin, but first I stop the rocket.
Thunder and typhoon! Back in me cup, you bouncing bowl of coffee! Back, I say! Professor, what's happening?
Hang on! The gravity isn't working!
Come back, you blasted bowl of coffee!
Pardon me, which way is up? How should I know? I'm a stranger here myself.
The acceleration of the rocket gives us artificial gravity. So, I will start the motor again.
Ah, I got it.
Quick, gentlemen, put on these magnetical shoes. Cut the rocket motor, Professor. I'm going outside.
Wait, Tintin. I'm going with you.
Tintin calling Professor Calculus. Come in, Tintin. We're checking the rocket for damage, sir. Good. I will check inside the ship. The trouble was inside the rocket. Come back in right away. Okay, Professor. Hurry, Captain.
I'm hurrying, Tintin. But these iron boots are killing me. I'll just slip them off. Tintin! Man overboard! Help!
Captain Haddock! Professor, Captain Haddock is floating out into space. I'll try to grab him before it's too late. Tintin, be careful! Steady, Captain!
Tintin, look! Somebody's cutting your rope.
Captain!
We've been cast adrift, boy.
Help! Professor! Help! Help! Professor! Help! Tintin, what is happening out there? Somebody cut my rope and I'm drifting away from the rocket. Tintin, I can't hear you. Something's wrong with your radio. All I hear is statics. XM2 calling Captain Haddock. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Quit playing around with that radio and throw us a line.
1010 calling. Hello? Hello? Come in, 1010. Do you hear me now, Professor? Yeah, now I hear you. Go ahead. You're leaving us behind. Come back. Hang on to something, Tintin. I will try to pick you up. Oh, the radar alarm. What is this? It looks like an asteroid. A fragment of a planet that exploded millions of years ago. And it's heading this way. Don't go away, Tintin. I will turning around the rocket. Careful, Tintin. I will bring the rocket up close. Steady, Professor. I made it. Good. Now we go get the captain. Professor, look. That asteroid is heading right at Captain Haddock.
There's a bloomin' big boulder dead ahead. Tintin! Professor!
The captain's being drawn away.
Thunder and typhoons! What's going on around here?
Looks like he's circling the asteroid. I see the captain. He is in orbit around the asteroid. A new satellite named Haddock. Hold tight to the rocket, Tintin. I will turn around again. We must save the captain. Turn completed, Professor. I'm going topside. We'll signal when to cut the engine. All right, Tintin. But this is risky business. Good luck. And be careful. Stand by to stop engines. Stop.
Get me off of this blasted merry-go-round!
Steady your course, Professor. Keep your fingers crossed, Captain. asteroid. Hang on tight, Tintin.
Like riding a runaway whale bareback.
Tintin, Captain, you are saved.
Yeah, thanks to the professor.
If I find the swab that cut Tintin's rope, I'll keel-haul him.
Keel-haul?
What was wrong with the controls, Professor? Look, Tintin, I found this control cable. Broken? No, Tintin. Cut. You mean sabotage? What's that? Be careful.
Good afternoon, friends. What time do we land on the moon?
If these dimwit detectives are going to the moon, I'm staying here.
Earth calling XM2. What is your position?
We are back on our course, Baxter.
Good. You should enter the moon's gravity field in 1 hour. Stand by.
Gentlemen, we are approaching the moon. Professor, look how close we are to the moon. Gee. Professor, I don't see the experimental rocket. It is supposed to be in orbit around the moon. Golly, maybe Snowy's gone. I will try to contact the XM1. Professor, I see it. Ah, the XM1 is still in orbit. It was on the dark side of the moon. Tintin, the XM1 is losing altitude. It will crash on the moon any minute now. Professor, the XM1 must have crashed. It isn't in orbit. Yeah, something's wrong. The radio signal isn't signaling anymore. Poor Snowy. I hope he's still alive.
Earth calling moon rocket XM2. You are about to enter the moon's gravity field. Stand by to reverse rocket. Cut main motors. Start directional thrust.
Okay, we are ready. Here goes. Everybody in the bunks. The pressure will be terrible. XM2 to Earth. We are an automatic pilot approaching the moon. The pressure is frightening. The crushing sensation is unbelievable. Captain Haddock is blacked out, and the professor's unconscious. Difficult to breathe.
Good grief. They're all out. I hope the automatic pilot works. Keep calling. I can't believe they're all done for.
Earth calling XM2. Earth calling XM2. Earth calling XM2. Come in, XM2. Earth calling XM2. Come in, XM2. XM2, Tintin calling Earth. We have landed on the moon.
They made it! They made it!
How about that? Landing on the moon!
At this moment, not too far from Sylvania,
We'll keep in contact with Earth as we explore the moon.
So, they made it to the moon, but they will not make it back to Earth.
Tintin, since you are the youngest, you will be first to set foot on the moon. Gee, it's fantastic. XM2 calling Earth. The moon is unbelievable. A silent nightmare of desolation. Not a tree. Not a blade of grass. Thousands of stars in an inky black sky. Hurry, Captain. We've got to look for Snowy.
Careful, Tintin.
Captain, Professor, we made it! For the first time, man has walked on the moon!
Watch this. I'm light as a feather, boy. See?
That's because there's only 1/6 as much gravity on the moon.
Gentlemen, enough horseplay. We must unload the supplies.
Professor, are you okay? Tintin, what happened? Another rope broke. No. Look at this. It was cut. We're going out to look for Snowy, Professor. Don't go too far, Tintin. Your oxygen supply will only last an hour. Gee, if the XM1 fell on the dark side of the moon, we'd never find Snowy. That big crater!
Oh, blistering blue barnacles, boy. It's a big meteor.
We better head back to the rocket.
It's a meteor shower.
Hurry, Captain! Professor! Hurry! Get inside the rocket! There's a meteor shower! Tintin! Look! The ladder! It is retracting back into the rocket! And the door is closing! Nobody's inside the rocket but Wolf! The motor's starting! We'll be stranded on the moon! Tintin, look! The motor has stopped! And the ladder is being lowered!
You'll walk the plank for this, Wolf.
What? What's going on up there?
I don't know, gentlemen. I felt dizzy. I lost my head. I didn't know what I was doing. Perhaps a lack of oxygen.
Maybe you should increase your oxygen supply.
And no more shenanigans, Wolf, or I'll lower the boom on you.
Gentlemen, we must find the XM1. Besides Snowy, there's valuable instruments on board. I just hope Snowy survived the crash. Wolf and I will assemble the Moonmobile. While you're doing that, we'll go look for Snowy.
Since two heads are better than one, we
by radio. Moon's a lot bigger than it looks from the Earth.
Right, boy. Finding Snowy up here is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Captain, look. Looks like where a rocket crashed and skidded. It might be the XM-1.
Thunder and typhoons, boy. Come on.
Tintin calling Professor Calculus. Come in, Professor. Yes, Tintin. We found signs of the XM-1. We're following the tracks now. Wonderful. I have the moonmobile almost ready.
Help! There's creatures on the moon! Help! Precisely. Help! Help!
Sounds like those daffy detectives are in trouble, Tintin. I'll go see what's going on.
Okay, Captain. I'll keep on following these skid marks.
If there are men on the moon, what on earth do they look like?
All right, landlord. Now what's all the shouting about?
Captain, we found footprints on the moon.
Footprints?
Precisely. Footprints. See? Human footprints.
Oh, you bloomin' blundering buffoon. Why, those are your own footprints.
I say, they are the same size. A clear case of mistaken identity.
Oh, why, I'll kill all those pixelated policemen.
Tintin calling Professor Calculus. Come in, Professor. What is it, Tintin? Did you find the XM-1? I'm sorry, Professor, but I was wrong. The skid marks were made by a meteor. Too bad, Tintin. Use your Geiger counter. It will tell you when you are near the XM-1. Okay, I'll see if I can pick up some radiation. Hurry, Wolf! We must test the moonmobile. Wolf! What is this? You've been acting very strange lately.
I don't feel well.
XM2. Come in, Professor. Come in, Tintin. I see it. Is Snowy alive? I don't know yet. The rocket's all smashed. Broken to pieces. I'll see if Snowy is in there. Be careful, Tintin. There may be dangerous radiations from the atomic motor. I don't see Snowy. All I see in the tail assembly is a big box. Probably instruments. No, Tintin. That is the pressurized cabin for the mice experiment. That is probably where Snowy is. It's him. It's Snowy. Is he okay, Tintin? I don't know. He looks like he blacked out. But he's breathing. But maybe he needs oxygen. I'll see if I can give Snowy some of my oxygen. Easy, Snowy. You'll be all right, boy. You only have enough oxygen for yourself. But Snowy won't last much longer without oxygen. I'll try to bring him back to the rocket before it's too late. Tintin, don't take Snowy out of the pressurized cabinet. Okay, I'll try to bring the whole cabinet back. Where are you, Tintin? Professor, I'm getting tired. I'm out of oxygen. Tintin, where are you? Come in, Tintin. Where are you? Do you hear me, Tintin? Tintin.
If you don't mind, sir, I'll stay here. I'm not feeling well.
Okay, I will go alone. Wolf, something's wrong. The motor's not working.
I don't understand, sir.
Well, fix it, Wolf, quick.
I can't find the trouble, sir.
Let me have a look, Wolf. Wolf, what kind of a mechanic are you? You got the wiring all mixed up.
I wasn't thinking, sir. I can fix the motor in an hour, sir.
In an hour? Tintin will not last that long.
Tintin, where are you? Tintin, where are you? Answer me, boy. Tintin, you hear me, lad? Oh, I shouldn't have left the boy out here alone. Where are you, Tintin?
If you want something fixed, you got to fix it yourself.
Come, my dear fellow. Tintin is missing. Missing? Great Scotland Yard. Call the police. But we are the police, stupid. Heavens, it slipped my mind. Hurry, Tintin is in trouble.
They've all gone now. Good. Maybe I can get out of here and stretch my legs. No, not yet. If they find you here, we are both in trouble. But we have a job to do, and we must do it.
Tintin, where are you, lad? Thunder and typhoon! It's him! It's Tintin! Speak to me, boy! Blister and barnacles, he's blacked out. I gotta get the lad back to the rocket ship.
It's the captain and Tintin. Stand by, Captain. Hurry, Captain, into the moonmobile, quick. Professor Capsule is calling XM2. Wolf, get the oxygen ready. We are bringing in Tintin and Snowy.
Shove off, Professor. Time's a wasted.
You will be okay in a few minutes, Tintin.
Easy, Snowy. Now just breathe deep.
Is Snowy all right? Don't worry, Tintin. Snowy's going to be okay. Snowy, do you hear me, Snowy? Tintin, there's the XM1. It's not far from the crater Hipparchus. Good. We will go get the valuable instruments.
They are going after the secret instrument. We must not let them. You must get to the XM1 first. Me? Yes, you. If you cannot recover the instruments, destroy them.
The XM1 has pictures of the dark side of the moon. Let's go find them, Professor.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I think I'll go outside for a walk. I need the exercise.
Wolf has been acting strange lately. Yeah, Tintin. Very strange.
Maybe you better stay here and rest, Tintin.
Well, I've got to show you where the XM1 is, Captain. Hop into the moonmobile, men. And away we go.
Ah, the secret instruments are still here. Wait, what is that? So, The professor thinks he will get the instruments. If I don't get them, nobody will get them.
My poor XM1. It is kaput. Maybe the instruments are still okay.
Tintin! Thunder and typhoons. The XM1's blown to bits. And Tintin, the lad's done for.
What happened? The fuel tank, it must have exploded.
Are you all right, boy?
Just shook up a little. All my scientific instruments gone. We must hurry back to the XM2. XM2 calling Earth. All the secret information on the XM1 was destroyed in an explosion. We will try to gather more scientific information, but we haven't much time.
Keep a close check on your oxygen supply.
The XM2 will return to Earth ahead of schedule.
But you will not be on board, my friend. Our agents will see to that.
Where's Wolf, Tintin? Speak of the devil. Wolf, where have you been?
I was just out for a walk.
But why do you always walk by yourself? Are you a lone wolf, Wolf?
I like to be alone.
Something tells me we'd better keep an eye on Wolf.
Did you get the instruments, Wolf? No, I had to destroy them. Too bad. We must work fast. They are beginning to suspect me.
Tintin, our oxygen supply is getting dangerously low. We'll have to leave the moon soon. But first, we must do a little exploring. Look, we are here on the side of the moon that always faces our Earth. This backside of the moon has never been seen by a human being. We are going to explore the dark side of the moon. I'd sure like to go with you, Professor, but I've got to stay here and take care of Snowy. Be careful, man. The dark side of the moon is like the other side, only dark. Mountains, valleys. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look! Such a tremendous crater!
Thunder and typhoon! What a whale of a crater!
I should call it calculus crater.
It's getting chilly. Precisely, chilly.
Shiver me timbers! It's freezing!
Gentlemen, look, the thermometer. It's 250 below zero. We must hurry back to the sunny side of the moon before we all freeze to pieces.
There's a mountain dead ahead!
Stand by to crash! Such a narrow escape, but we made it. Look, we are almost out of the dark side of the moon.
Meteors! Head for a safe harbor! There's a storm
in a storm, mate.
What a magnificent cavern! Stalagmites and stalactites? This proves there was once water on the moon. I should call it...
I know. Calculus Cavern.
Pardon me, Captain. Would you like me to take your photograph?
None of your shenanigans now.
Back a little farther. That's it. Back, back, back.
Well, don't just stand there, you swab. Throw me a rope.
Very well.
Not the whole rope, you bloomin' baboon. Just one end of it.
Ah. Steady, Captain.
I'll keel-haul you landlubbers.
Gentlemen, what was that? It feels like an earthquake. A moonquake. Look, the opening. It is closing up. We are trapped.
Captain Haddock calling Tintin. Come in, Tintin.
It is no use to radio. A signal will not go through these cavern walls. Tintin calling Professor Calculus. Come in, Professor. Gee, Snowy, they don't answer. Something must be wrong.
Professor, the roof's caving in.
Look out! Tintin calling Professor Calculus. Gee, Snowy, they don't answer.
Well, Egghead, what's your next scientific suggestion?
I'm sorry, but we're in real trouble. We may not get out of here alive.
Do you feel that earthquake? Moonquake? That's no moonquake, dear brother. That's me.
Captain, what are you doing?
I'm gonna dig out of here.
But, Captain, you cannot move a whole mountain. Besides, our oxygen will not last much longer.
Oh, what a way for a seafaring man to die.
XM2 calling Earth. Professor Calculus, Captain Haddock, and the Thompson twins left yesterday to explore the dark side of the moon and haven't returned. They don't answer my call. I'm afraid something's happened to them.
You must find them, Tintin, and quickly. According to our charts, it will soon be dark where you are.
Yes, Monsieur Bextel. Soon the sun will set on their part of the moon. They will be in total darkness. The temperature will drop to 200 degrees below zero.
Time is running out, Tintin. Hurry!
I'll try to find them, sir, at once.
Maybe Tintin will come looking for us, Professor.
How could Tintin find us buried in the cave? How do you like your spacesuit, Snowy? Come on, boy. We've got a job to do.
Tintin has gone. There is nobody on the rocket but us. We must take off right away. What? We cannot leave them on the moon. Wolf, you will take orders, not give them. Yes, sir. They will be quite surprised when they return and find their rocket has blasted off.
Keep looking, Snowy. We've got to find them. What is it, Snowy? Snowy! Look, it's the Moonmobile! Come on, Snowy! Gee, they're not here! Look, Snowy! Footprints! covered up by loose rocks. Looks like they went inside a cave and then a landslide covered the entrance. Snowy, we've got to get in there somehow. Looks like you found an opening, Snowy.
I sailed the 7 seas for 40 years, then had to come to the moon to die.
I've discovered a way to save oxygen. How, dear brother? I've stopped breathing. Why didn't I think of that?
Blistering blue barnacles. But that sounds like Snowy.
Snowy? But how could Snowy get in this cave? Snowy! It is you! Gentlemen, quick! Snowy will show us how to get out of here!
Wonder how he found us.
That Snowy is so clever. He should be a police dog. Precisely, a police dog.
Snowy! Are they in there? Professor, think you can make it okay? No, Tintin. The opening is too small. It would take too long to dig our way out. You must go to the XM2 and bring some dynamite, quick. Okay, Professor. I'll use the moonmobile. Tintin is going for some dynamite. All we can do is conserve our oxygen and wait.
What are you waiting for, Wolf? But, Colonel, it takes time to prepare for a takeoff. Everything seems to be in order now, sir. Oh, what was that? Somebody's coming. Quick, Colonel. Get back in the storage room. Tintin! Why, I thought you were with the others.
They're trapped in a cave. I've got to hurry back. That's odd. Snowy never growls at anybody. Wolf, I've got to get some dynamite out of the storage room.
The storage room? I will get it for you, Tintin.
I'm in a hurry. I'll get it myself.
But Tintin, I...
Who are you?
I wonder what's keeping Tintin.
Don't worry. He will bring the dynamite. And we must get ready to blast out of here.
That takes care of Tintin. Wolf! Colonel! You didn't... Is he? He won't give us any more trouble, Wolf. How soon can you get the rocket ready to blast off? We can't leave the others marooned on the moon. There's not much oxygen left. It's either them or us. Colonel, you're mad. Down, you mongrel! This will quiet that dog for good. No, you don't need to do that. It is too late. We will take off right away.
Tintin has been gone a long time.
Maybe the lad ran into trouble.
If we perish on the moon, perhaps we'll get our names in the newspapers.
Quiet, you nitwit. You're using up your oxygen.
Gentlemen, we must be calm. Snowy, what happened? What hit me? rocket motor.
What's taking so long, Wolf? The rocket motor must warm up before we can take off, sir. Well, warm it up. We've got to blast off before the others return.
Wolf, with a spy. He's a traitor.
Check the fuel supply, Wolf. Right away, sir.
Shh. Come on, Snowy.
What was that? You're getting jumpy, Wolf.
Snowy, you've got a job to do. Take this dynamite to the professor, and hurry. I got work to do here. Good luck, Snowy.
How long does this thing have to warm up, Wolf? At least a half hour, sir. We will take off as soon as possible.
Well, Professor, it looks like this is it. Professor, what was that strange noise?
It's the Thompsons. They've passed out.
Professor, he's back.
It's Snowy.
It's Snowy. Snowy on the moon.
Look, here's the dynamite.
Quick, we will blast out of here.
How many minutes now, Wolf? Only a few, sir. Good. I'll put Tintin and that mongrel outside. We can't share our oxygen with them. I will put Tintin and Snowy off the rocket for you, sir.
Stand back, gentlemen. I set the fuse to go off in 2 minutes. It worked! Hurry, gentlemen! Professor Calculus calling Tintin. Come in, Tintin. Tintin, what is wrong? Why don't you answer?
Tintin didn't hear you. He was working on his radio.
Fixing his radio, is it? Let me speak to Tintin now.
Tintin he's taking a nap.
We must hurry, Captain. Something is wrong with Tintin.
Push the starter button, Wolf. I have to wait till the red light turns on. You wouldn't be stalling, would you, Wolf? Stalling? This rocket is a complex mechanism, Colonel. Stupid mechanic.
Thunder and typhoon! Professor, look!
What's going on in there, Wolf? Wolf, why don't you answer me?
What are you waiting for, Wolf? I am ready now, sir.
The ship's shoving off!
Wolf! Tintin!
Jumping Jupiter!
It is going to crash! I hope the rocket is not damaged.
I'll kill all Wolf for this.
What's wrong, Wolf? I do not understand. We started to rise, then the motor stopped. If you sabotage the launching gear, Wolf, you'll pay with your life.
Colonel, what are you doing?
Look! The door is opening! Turn down is coming the ladder!
I'll count to 10. If we're not off the ground by then, you'll be buried on the moon.
No, please, Colonel. I beg you.
1, 2, 3,
Please, Colonel, have mercy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No!
Tintin! So, Tintin, always looking for trouble. And now you've found it.
Up with your hands, and don't try any funny business.
Tintin, what's all the shooting about?
Seems we have a spy on board.
Spy? Where did the swab come from?
Our friend Wolf smuggled him on board.
Oh, you'll walk the plank for this, Wolf.
What's going on around here, Tintin? These two traitors tried to take off with our rocket, but I cut the motor. Wolf, what is the meaning of the spy business?
I'm sorry, sir. I did not want to do it. I was forced to.
Snowy! He's been hurt. Take these spies below, Captain. I gotta take care of Snowy.
Glad to, boy. One false move and I'll scuttle these pirates.
It was a bullet wound, Tintin. Don't worry, Snowy. You'll be all right.
All right, you space pirate. Start talking.
You're wasting your time, Captain. I'm not in the mood to talk.
Well, you better get in the mood, or you'll be left on the moon.
Captain!
What's up, Professor?
We are in serious trouble. There is 8 of us on board, but we got oxygen for only 6.
Blister and barnacle. But 2 of us won't make it back.
2 of us? Well, don't look at me.
I've got it. We'll leave those 2 traitors on the moon.
We can't be inhuman just because they are, Captain.
Well, maybe you're right, boy.
XM2 calling Earth. Come in, Earth.
Baxter speaking. Come in, Professor.
We must blast off for the Earth right away. Our oxygen supply is running out. Is everything in order for takeoff?
Everything ship-shape below, Professor.
I hope the rocket was not damaged by the spies. Tintin, did you close the airlock? Right away, sir. I was just taking a last look at this fantastic moonscape. The shadows are getting longer and longer. It'll soon be night on the moon. Gentlemen, we are ready to start the countdown. It's now 0 minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Baxter, look, the XM2 is off its course.
They're heading for Mars. XM2. Come in, XM2. You are off your course. Do you hear me, XM2?
Tintin speaking.
For heaven's sake, Tintin, you're heading for Mars.
No wonder we're off our course. Our controls was damaged on the moon. I will have to make some corrections.
Look, they're getting back on course.
Oui, magnifique! Gee, Professor, now we're heading for home. Are the traders locked up securely? Yeah, Tintin. The Thompson fins are guarding them.
Goodness, how did we get here? Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Think you can navigate this tub back to port, Skipper?
Gentlemen, I cannot lie to you. We will be out of oxygen hours before we reach the Earth.
Why didn't you bring enough oxygen from Earth, Professor?
I did, but I did not expect the Thompson fins and their spy to come with us.
We can make it back if we toss those 2 spies overboard.
Excellent idea, my dear Captain. There's simply too many of us on board, but I will take care of that. Take them all to the airlock, Wolf.
To the airlock? You heard me, Wolf? That is murder.
Please, you're breaking my heart.
But, Colonel...
Quiet, Wolf, or you will join them out in space. What?
Wolf!
XM2 calling Earth.
Come in, Professor.
We captured the spy, Colonel Jorgen. He was working with that traitor, Wolf.
Wolf? A traitor?
Yes, but they escaped, and Jorgen tried to throw us all out into space. Then Wolf attacked the spy and saved our lives.
That stupid bungler, Wolf.
You saved our lives, Wolf, and we won't forget it.
Stupid mechanic.
XM2 calling Earth. Tintin speaking. The carbon dioxide is getting worse. The others have blacked out. I can't stay awake. I am blacking out too.
Calling XM2, can you hear me? You are about to enter the Earth's gravity. Wake everyone up. You must start the turning operation. XM2, do you hear me? Tintin! Tintin, answer me! I can't wake them. They'll smash into the Earth at a fantastic speed. We must wake them. Try a high-pitched tuning signal.
Oui. It is no use. Even the whistle did not wake them.
Keep trying. What was that?
It sounded like Snowy.
It is Snowy. He's awake. Wake him up, Snowy.
Snowy? What's wrong? What is it?
Earth calling XM2. Come in, Tintin.
This is Tintin speaking.
You must wake Professor Calculus. If the rocket isn't reversed at once, you'll crash.
Professor! Wake up, Professor! Baxter's calling. It's time for the turning operation. It's no use. The professor's unconscious.
Tintin, you must make the turning maneuver yourself.
I'll try.
We'll give you instructions.
It's getting awful hot.
You've got to make it, Tintin.
Don't give up, Tintin.
I'm at the controls. The heat is unbearable.
Now listen carefully, Tintin.
Cut your nuclear motor.
But he hasn't started the auxiliary motor. Tintin, set the automatic pilot
So the auxiliary motor will take over.
They must cut in that auxiliary motor to slow the rocket down, or they'll hit like a bomb. Keep contacting Tintin. You've got to wake him up.
I'll try more tuning signals.
Try anything, everything. I'll dash over to the landing site. Emergency! Emergency!
Observation post number 1 reporting. Alert all scientific and military tracking stations.
The rocket ship XM2 returning to Earth out of control.
Attention! The moon rocket XM2 with Tintin aboard is crashing to Earth.
And picked up a mystery object emitting signals.
It's plunging toward Earth.
That's the XM2. Keep tracking and report. The auxiliary motor hasn't started yet.
More tuning signals. Anything to wake them up.
I got a visual fix on the rocket. Look.
Baxter, the auxiliary motor is on.
Good. Keep calling. Tracking station reporting.
The XM2 is now 4 degrees off course. Approaching Sector B.
Great Scott! They're heading for the mountains. Attention.
Rush all available disaster units to Sector B at once.
any moment. Hurry, hurry! We gotta get those men out of there! Professor! Captain Haddock! Tintin! Do you hear me? It looks like we're too late. Get them outside at once. Tintin be all right, Doctor? He's coming around. You're home, Tintin.
We're Snowy.
Your dog is over there.
Snowy. Snowy!
Oh, dear brother, the case is closed. Precisely. We brought the crooks back alive.
Oh, shut up. Congratulations, me egg-headed friend. We made it.
Maybe our next trip will be easier.
Next trip? To the moon? Not me, Professor. A man's place is right here. On good old Earth.
Watch for the next series of Hergé's Adventures of Tintin.